I really struggled with my mental health in middle school and high school. I struggled with a lot of depression and anxiety and suicidal thoughts. Going into high school, I started hanging out with a lot of kids that we were pretty bad influences on each other, seeking a lot of means of escape that I shouldn't have been. But luckily, I stayed best friends with my friend Ava. And when her mom wanted to start going to church sophomore year, her mom naturally wanted to bring her with her. There was one Wednesday night where Ava and a couple of my other friends invited me to go to church. And it was at that event that they ended up revealing the camp theme for that summer. And at first, Ava and I looked at each other like, these kids are crazy. Why would they ever want to go to church camp? But then the following week, she asked me, hey, what if we went to camp? And I said no immediately. And then the following week, she kept asking me and she kept asking me. Then I felt kind of stuck and I didn't know how to get out of it. So I went to camp. I remember when I first got there being absolutely miserable the first couple days because they were making me play games I didn't want to play, and they were talking about Jesus that I didn't believe in. Me and a few of the other girls in my cabin went back to the cabin to take a nap, and for some reason I couldn't sleep. And I remember sitting in my bunk and just being very lost and very confused and very overwhelmed. And I remember sitting there and just thinking to myself, if there is a God, he either needs to fix me or I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna end my life. I remember sitting in my bunk and repeating in my head the words, I'm broken, just over and over and over again. And it felt like I said it a million times, just I'm broken, I'm broken, I'm broken. That night when I walked into chapel, the first song that was playing was Oh Come to the Altar. And the first line of that song is, Are you hurting and broken within? And in that moment, I got that little ounce of hope that I needed, that I was so desperately longing for. It was that night that the gospel was presented to me, and it might have been the first time I was hearing it, or it might have been the 100th. I honestly don't know, but it was the first time that my heart was ready to receive it. And that night, I gave my life to Christ, and my life has never been the same since. The hope of Jesus isn't the expectation that everything is going to go perfect, but it's the knowledge that when we fail and when we fall short, that we have a Savior that was willing to come down and die for us as we were sinners, to pick us back up and to walk through that with us daily.